It would be $750 for the onboarding fee, down payment, just to, pay our staff to kind of get ready to get everything set up. Is that something you think you can kind of go ahead with? I'm 6'4" and white.
Where are you from?
I was actually born and raised in Ireland, but my mom
Okay,
is from
that's what I thought.
Long Island. Worried about we're not. This is the thing. We're not even worried about the money. We just know that, that'll come. One of my clients got robbed. Got
Yeah.
fucked.
And so I've just kind of been doing like grassroots marketing. I do have a marketing company that has some ads live on Facebook and Instagram.
I saw that, yeah.
Stuff
How's that going?
They're like, I don't know, like sometimes it'll be good and I'll get a lot of leads, and sometimes they're not quality leads. I've gotten like some business, but it's just not going to be what I'm looking to do. It's not anything near what I was doing in Orange County.
Are they contacting those leads for you, or is it they just create the leads for you? It's up to you.
So they have like a bot, like they have like a system that emails them and like will text them. Yeah. And I used to have somebody that would like call the leads for me when I was in Orange County. I was like making enough money to pay for somebody to do like my social media and all that. But
gotcha.
Moving out here, I just and I personally don't want to do it because I don't feel like it's very professional for me to be calling my leads.
Oh, 100%. And how much are you paying these guys?
They're like super cheap. I grandfathered in with them to do my leads and stuff. So I think it's like $299 a month for them to like manage.
And what roughly, if you had to be hypercritical on yourself, what roughly would you say you're making from these guys, like profit wise?
Well, I mean, it's different now that I'm here.
Yeah.
And like, so I mean, I was doing well when I was in Orange County. I also was like, I was personally contacting influencers out in Orange County, so they were coming in as well, and they would be like,
okay.
But I wouldn't say like I could consistently say what my revenue is what they're bringing in. So I'm definitely looking to get away from them. And I have worked with other companies in the past that had like a guarantee and were calling my leads for me and booking and like getting credit cards. That just works better for me.
Yeah, look, I mean,
I'm running a business by myself.
Look, there's no one that works with you. It's just yourself in the clinic, or is it a clinic, or is it a studio that you rent, or is it?
Yeah, no, I have like 3 different rooms. I have like 6 different machines, so I do it all by myself.
Okay, damn. And I'm assuming maybe 6 months down the line, you'd like to, have enough money to have someone working under you.
Yeah, I really like. Also, there's just such like there's just a huge community of like Spanish speakers out here, and I don't speak Spanish, so I would really like to be able to hire a technician that speaks Spanish because I'm just like not able to tap into that market.
Okay. No, that's good. We have 3 people on our team that speak fluent in Spanish. Awesome. And just to kind of reiterate, we do full 360 in terms of like the cycle, where we don't just book those leads in. We don't actually just, create the ads and generate leads. We actually book those leads in for you as well. Look, I could go, like, we could have a long convoluted conversation, but I just want to show you like the results that we're already doing in LA.
Yeah, go for it.
I can show, like, I'm not all about, because the thing is, we've been around for the last 14 months doing this, so I'm sure you probably jumped on a few calls with other guys that probably share the screen and go through a pitch and stuff like that. It's not going to be the case with me. I'll just show you kind of what you'd expect because we know the area as well. And the thing is, it's crazy the results that we're seeing for all these people in LA. It is a little bit of a struggle or a try hard kind of conversation if I'm talking to someone in like perhaps Columbus, Mississippi, or Pennsylvania, wherever it may be. But when we're talking about LA and like South Florida, New York, those are kind of like the 3 hotspots where we have like, and we actually have quite a good amount of success in Vancouver as well. But those are like the 4 hotspots in terms of okay, I can confidently say, that we're going to get you results. So the people who come in through a Facebook ad and Instagram, they weren't looking online in the first place. They just happened to scroll and see an ad and book in and just see it at that price. So it's just more of an attention grabbing price for that initial session to get them in. It's almost like a I do
the same thing. I do $179 for the first session.
Yeah.
And then like once they come in, I'm really confident in my sales skills, and like and people feel the results and they see them right away. You like measure stuff, so it's like it's really easy to sell, and I can like break up like pricing, and I work with everybody.
Definitely. And with you said M-sculpt and cavitation. Is that cavitation and radio frequency? Like, so those 3?
I have radio frequency, and I have vacuum therapy too, and I also do endermology, which is like for cellulite.
Okay. Of
So,
course.
you know,
And let me ask you this: do you put the M sculpt with the cavitation for that 179, the initial session? Okay,
yeah, so I
perfect,
do like
perfect,
I do both. So you're there for like it's about it like an hour session that you're
awesome. No,
there,
that works. That works. That actually was
and
that
just
fits
it gives so much more value to it when you offer them the M sculpt because they know that in their head, like they've heard of it, and
definitely.
it's just you're able to break down the fat and then build the muscle.
Of
So you're like,
course. No,
you
no, no,
know,
that works. That works, and that's what we're actually going to transition into. Her name's Maggie, by the way, in the Body Sculpt LA. To put the M Sculpt in with, make it a 4-in-1 session and just make it $200 instead of
yeah,
149. So you know that's what we get them in for. Let me just show you the numbers, like in terms of what she's, you know, I was sharing my screen. Um, 1 second, bear with me. So she did 10 grand in September. Now it dropped down to 8.7 on October, but it's notoriously a quiet
yeah,
month.
yeah, for sure.
And November she's at 7 grand already. So she's made 8.7. So she went from basically 2 grand, 1 grand, 2.5 grand to 4.2 to 10, 8.7, 7 right now. It's trajecting to be a 10 grand month, and
Yeah,
you know hopefully to do another 5 figure month in November, in December, and then we're just going to renegotiate something, and you know hopefully get to like maybe that $75 mark on ad spend a day, in terms of return. So very similar. If you do the kind of treatments as her, this is probably a good example to show you rather than someone else, because we do Morpheus 8. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with Elite Aesthetics in West Hollywood, but they do a lot of influencer marketing too. They do M Sculpt Neo. They have the real M Sculpt Neo machine. So we just push that for them.
yeah.
Most people come in and pay. It's literally slap bang in the middle of Hollywood. So it's, you know,
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And I have like two of the M sculpt machines, and I have the new one that has the Neo in it. So I have the
awesome.
radio frequency one, and I have the
Perfect.
older one too.
Perfect.
So
Um, Tell me this, because I am curious with like the past marketing agencies. How when did you start like your own place? Like I know you said you're in Orange County.
yeah, well,
When did
I
that
actually ago, and then when COVID happened, he shut down his medical spa. So I was like running basically all. I was like the lead technician there, and then I started working for another company that actually manufactures the machines.
yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Like, I don't want to make everybody else money. And my dad does like, he basically like had them built for me. I got the specs on all the machines. And then
Okay.
once I had them built, I just like opened up my own spot. My girlfriend has a wellness clinic in Orange County. So that was like
Awesome.
2 years ago. She has like an acupuncture clinic. So I got a lot of clients just from her, like referring her clients. They're like,
Got you.
another like high-end clientele. And again, I was doing grassroots marketing in the beginning and just reaching out to like influencers and gym instructors. And so I was really able to get off the ground doing that. And then I had a company come in, and they had like a guarantee of bringing me, I think it was 15 clients a month for 3 months. And I did that, and I made like really good money. And then I kind of like got into it with one of the guy that owned the company, because after that I was month to month, and he started booking me clients, but then they wouldn't show up.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
and so I was like, well, I need to have 15 clients that come in, or if they don't show up and you didn't get the credit card, which they're supposed to do for like a no show fee. And so I just like, I was like this, like you did the first 3 months, and now it's like you guys are dropping off and like not like living up to what you guys said that you were going to do. And then after that, I was just kind of like, I was doing pretty well, and I came down here. So I haven't had a new marketing company that I've
Okay.
like found that would be good.
What we're trying to do is, and completely understand, we're trying to. So realistically, we can only take so many people in California before,
Yeah,
you know, we're interfering with other places. It's good that you're in Palm Beach, because it might have been a problem if you're in Orange County. But we want to maybe, you know, have 6 month, 12 month contracts with these guys who actually trust us, and are willing to, you know, put that like extra bit of effort in. Of course, it's nearing the next year, so I think maybe what I really like to do is make it a 3 month agreement, because
yeah,
realistically, like like I always tell these guys who work with me, is it's the first month is like a build up phase.
for
Now
sure.
you're going to make money with us no matter what.
Yeah,
We guarantee that we make you at least 18 grand, which is six
uh-huh.
grand a month, bare minimum, by the way, in the first 3 months. So
Yeah,
that, like, with assuming that you're only doing $20 a day on ad spend. So if you're doing $50 a day on ad spend, you know you could almost double those figures. And the thing is, you might not be profiting as much, but if your revenue is a lot higher, you're making more money anyways. So that's the way I like to look at it. So realistically, if you did $20 a day on ad spend, is that what like number you'd be looking at, or is there a little bit more in there?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, what do you guys charge for your agency, and then you're saying the ad spend on top of that? So because sometimes the agencies will
Yeah.
bundle in the ad spend with what you guys charge.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a lot more than 299 a month.
Yeah, no, I know that.
But
I'm sure.
we have a guarantee that if we don't make you that much money, if we don't make you at least 18 grand in 3 months, or let's even just make it simple where we don't make you 6 grand every
Uh-huh.
single month,
Yeah.
we work for you for free until we hit that margin.
Okay.
But we do have a monthly retainer of $1,500.
Okay. Yeah, that's like within my budget.
Okay, that's cool. And the thing is, just to make it easy on you, just to really make sure that we can kind of get those first 3 months going, is we do
Uh-huh.
750 at the beginning of this month, or
Uh-huh.
whenever you decide to agree. Look, I mean, the quicker we get this going, the quicker we can actually have those ads up and actually get people in the door for you. It does take
Yeah.
maybe a week to see that first, maybe even 2 weeks to see that first person come in the door because, of course, onboarding, getting the Facebook, optimizing the ads, and actually,
Yeah, that's fine too. We also just had like a big storm here, and
yeah,
so they're like working on my roof right now. So
got
I
you.
actually had to like push some clients next week
Understood.
because
One of my clients got robbed
oh
in San Diego. San Diego, yeah. Someone broke in, and it definitely seemed like it was a tactical thing because they stole all the machines, and they cut all the cameras off. So
that sucks.
yeah,
Hopefully it's insurance or she's
her
insurance.
insurance won't cover it. It was crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
and $10,000 down the line. And the thing is, we didn't even ask her. We were like, you don't even need to pay us that extra 750 because you got
Yeah.
fucked. But yeah, realistically, what we do just to make sure you're happy with this. This is the thing. I like to make it like a fixed contract where it's 3 months, where I say, okay, look, it's $1,500 a month. We make you $18,000. By the way, we made Maggie in 3 months. Let's just do the maths, just so I know. Revenue, by the way, I'm not going to say profit.
Yeah.
But $7,000 this month, 8.6 last month, 10 the month before that, and then let's just say like 2.5 this month. That's over 30 grand. Okay.
Yeah.
She spent 3 grand on ads on ad spend, and she paid us 4,500. So
Yeah.
what does she do? $7,500 to make 30 grand.
Yeah.
Assuming she has overheads, rent, etc., etc., she's still walking away with a lot of profit and a bigger clientele base, and she's getting Google reviews. And not only that, just to kind of give you a bit of an addition, if you do join or go ahead, you actually have access to communicate with all of our current clients.
So that was my next question. So that
Yeah.
like I'm down. I'm on board. I want to get going as fast as quickly as I can.
Definitely.
And I, if you said like just to give you guys like 750, just like get started or whatever, just like as an act of faith and everything. And I also just want to be able to call some references just to like see like what their experience has been.
100%.
Just like
100%. So the way it work is perfect.
And that's it. I'm ready. I'm on board. And
no, look, that's good to see that you're eager to get going. Because look, this is the thing. I don't really need to be too pushy because I know we can actually get you those results. We've been doing it for so long, and there are, look, it's so saturated with amateurs around here that it's just very easy.
I know.
Once I'm speaking to owners, I'm not even joking. I think I know owners' problems more than they know their own problems, just because it's the same thing over and over again for me that I just know I can help you. So
yeah,
if you're having a good day, I can make sure you have a better day because we can actually show you how to make money, and we don't make money unless you do realistically,
right.
Like, and the thing is, if you're not completely satisfied, like I said, once we hit that if we don't hit that 6 grand mark, you don't pay us that extra that extra month until we actually deliver for you for that month first. So until we hit that 6 grand mark. So let's just say first day one, by the way, I don't like to think negatively, but just to kind of keep that guarantee so you just have that in the back of your head that you can't get fucked over. You pay that 750 day one. We run so once the ads start running, so 30 days of ads running, if we don't make you 6 grand, I like to say 18 grand over 3 months because 6 grand sometimes isn't achievable in the first month. But just to say it so it's easy to understand, you still pay on day 30 that 750, but if we haven't made you at least 6 grand, you don't pay us anything for the next month until that 6 grand margin has been hit, and then we re-roll that contract. So it could be a 4-month contract for 4.5 rather than a 3-month contract for 4.5. So
Yeah.
that's the way I like to like lay it out for you. Um, like I said, you will be added directly into a group chat with all the owners.
Uh-huh.
And not only that, you said you have like no problem upselling people. I do training calls every single week with my clients and tell
Uh-huh.
them, and you know, if they have any questions, because the thing is, some people say they can upsell, and then I hear about them, and then I see that they didn't upsell a client, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? You know, you said
Yeah.
you can upsell, so look, I need to understand why you're not upselling them. I can
Right.
help you no matter what. Like, this is the thing, I'm always up for learning myself in terms of, you know, getting better at like my performance and
Yeah.
you know, selling. So I can see why you're not upselling or what made you not be able to upsell that particular person and that particular reason. So I'm more than happy to do like workshops with everybody. It's always better to get everyone on the call and do it like in a group call, because then it's a little bit more interactive, and then you can hear other people's problems and then you can
Yeah.
relate to them. So we can do that too. But yeah, like realistically, it's just going to be like a 90-day trial, and then
Yeah.
after that, it's basically like, you know, something more long term, and we do want to work long term.
Oh, really?
I lived there for 6 months, for 6 years.
Okay.
That's why I have
Are
like
you?
a tinge. Sometimes you won't even like. I'm sure you could have like heard my Irish accent straight off the bat.
Well, yeah, I did, but then I was like, I don't.
But yeah, Long Island, New York, is where my blood is at. My dad is.
Are you watching the football game or no? You can't watch there. Are you a Jets fan or are you a Buffalo fan? Or are you not into football?
I was actually a Carolina Panthers fan. Weird,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Weird. I don't understand why.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know.
You
But the
do
thing
you.
is, I'm a basketball guy.
Oh, okay,
I'm a
okay.
big. I played D2 in Adelphi University.
Oh, nice.
And then professional in Europe. But you know, I'm 6'4" and white,
Yeah.
so you know, tall, but not for you know, USA college standards.
All right, you need my number?
Yeah, let's get it.
It's
Okay, so what you'll be, I'm not too sure if you're familiar with a tax ID form. Um,
yeah.
so the thing is, people don't understand in this industry that if you're working in the US, we need to register a number so we can actually contact those leads, because it'll just appear as spam if we message them on Go High Level. Now, I could show you the full automation, like everything that everybody else shows you. That, you know, once someone fills in a form, we do have landing pages. We have probably the best in the business when it comes to, because by the way, it's me, Austin, and Ryan. You're gonna meet Austin and Ryan as well. Austin's kind of like the handles onboarding and the ads creation, and then Ryan handles the full delivery and appointment setting process. So you'll be speaking to me the most um, about like tweaks, changes, anything that needs to be done. However, Austin will be getting you onboarded straight off. Right, well, it depends about finding your next available time. He actually might. He's in the same time zone as yourself, um, so he's actually in LA, in Vancouver, as we
Okay.
speak. So he could probably find a time. I'm gonna add you to a group chat as we like. It's, I don't know why it's not doing it there. So let me just see. Ashley Ackerman. Let me just do this. Bear with me.
And is it Tariq? Tariq?
Tariq.
Tariq.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Tariq actually is cool too. Let me see. Create. Boom.
Did you say you're adding me on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I just messaged you there. But what I'm gonna do is, this is just so he sends you all the forms, invoice, and email. Um, Let me just see. Hi, Tariq. Boom. Okay. Ryan is actually, so the thing is, is Ryan and Austin are both from Vancouver. So
Okay. So it's my dad, actually.
awesome. I'm meeting up with these guys and living with them from April onwards. So it's
Nice.
gonna be pretty killer. And
Yeah.
I do,
So you're gonna have fun.
yeah. And I'm going to Arizona. I have 3 clients in Arizona, so it's a case of, you know, meeting up with those guys and then just doing a nice road trip to LA and San Diego, and hopefully Palm Beach when we
Palm
get
Springs.
Palm Springs. Apologies.
Yeah.
Palm Beach is like Miami, right? Isn't that
Palm
like,
Beach is
not as
in
Venice
Florida.
Beach? Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. I need to get my geography in check. Yeah, I'm in Scottsdale in Arizona, and I was like, you know what, I'll visit Grand Canyon, and
Oh yeah.
it was like a 4-hour drive, so I'm not gonna do that.
Beautiful out there.
Yeah, long ass road trip though. Okay, so that's that. Austin's gonna send you over the tax ID form. I just pinged him there. What I'm gonna do
Okay.
is this email that you're using the best suited email to send that invoice and
Yeah.
contract over?
Send that, and then I'm assuming he'll contact me and we'll set something up for Monday. I just want to talk to like one or two people that work with you, and I
Oh
just
yeah.
want to see what they're like. Not, I get a good feel from you for sure, and I'm good at reading
Yeah.
people.
The,
But like,
the thing is
you know,
as well with Austin and Ryan. So this is how it worked. So I started this by myself 14 months ago, 16 months ago. I only count 14 months because that's when I actually started making like decent money, and I had like 5 clients, and they're all UK based.
uh-huh.
Austin and Ryan had their own individual agency going on, and they were both Canadian based. And then I was like, why don't we all just partner up together and work with US clients only? So what we did was we merged all our clients like UK, Canadian, and put those to the side. Let that just stack up, and we're just like we hyper expanded in the US. Now we have 20 clients.
Nice.
And we just know what we're doing. So it's just about growing fast and making sure everyone gets results. We're not even worried about we're not. This is the thing. We're not even worried about the money. We just know like that'll come.
All right, sounds good.
But yeah, if
Get
we
some
yeah,
get some
no,
sleep.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I got some melatonin.
All right.
And
All
then we're
right. Well,
chilling.
that's nice. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, do. Austin will be obviously still awake for the rest of the day. So once that's filled in, he's prompt to send you the tax ID form after that's filled in, and we can
Okay.
kind of get going.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome.
Talk to you later.
Ashley, pleasure
All right.
speaking with you.
You too. Bye.
Have a good one.
We also have a bunch of Cynosure products like Potenza, Elite IQ, and the PicoSure Pro.
Understood. And look, it looks like you've maxed out influencer marketing in terms of you got a lot of big names coming in shop. Is it a case that you do anything else in terms of paid ads, or because I know you're not really, I'm not too sure if I even seen you run a Facebook ad. Is it something that it's in the works, or you just never kind of went to doing it?
Did it so with our lab, we had a med spa under a different name, and we were paying somebody like $6,800 a month to do nothing really. So all of our clients now are mostly like referrals and also just from Instagram.
Yeah. Okay. No, because we kind of we work towards that, but we basically do targeted ads with Facebook and Instagram boosting posts as well, but mainly Facebook and Instagram ads. So it will be still visible to clientele that come and see you through Instagram. Now I'm not too sure if you've kind of seen some. I don't actually have it prepared. Actually, I do here. I can share my screen when I get to it. But we run ads for the place in Burbank and in Long Beach, and that's what we kind of do in terms of generating new income. So we could see you bringing in at 10 to 15 appointments extra if you put down $1,000 on ad spend. So that's about a $30 Facebook daily spend. You'll see yourself getting maybe 1 or 2 people coming in the door every one a day, one every second day at worst. And it's a case of we'd get them in for an initial session, whatever it may be, like an entry tier session, so like just a heavily discounted first session, so then they get you can upsell them into something larger or a package that you make them a little bit more aware, and that's how we would kind of generate a little bit more income. Typically, if you put down $1,000 on ad spend, you could see yourself, because if I'm going to go off of results, you'd see yourself about making an extra 10 grand on that ad spend. So that's kind of realistically, if you have a 50% upsell rate, so meaning if one person comes in the door, every second time someone comes in, you upsell them into a package worth 500 or above dollars, which I'm sure is not too different.
Okay, so you recommend it through Facebook?
So it's owned by Meta. Meta owns Instagram, so the ads are actually ran on Instagram and Facebook. What kind of clientele are you seeing in terms of age and
I mean, our treatments are pretty expensive, so are mostly like 30 to 60.
Yeah, so we would get those kind of people through Facebook most of the time. However, Instagram, you get a few impressions there too. The thing is, we don't just generate the leads for you, we book them in. So not only are we making the ads for you, we're booking them in. So we're basically that media buyer. So we're taking care of all your Facebook ads, and we're going to act as your secretary, who actually know how to book people in rather than just on the phone, someone who you'd pay 10 to 15 bucks an hour over the course of the month. We do have a down payment, but again, it's we work off results. So the first month is actually quite cheap. Then when we kind of generate you results, then we renegotiate a higher package, and you know, we up the ad spend, because if something's working, I'm sure you're more than happy to invest, you know, a load of money into it. So realistically, I'm not too sure if there's any more questions before I kind of talk about figures. You know, in halfway through August now, July. Well, I'll start with June. So in June, we never knew who she was. She made $1,000 in that month. July 2.5, not too good. Then we started working with her on the 20th of August. So just those last 10 days, we already booked her in 7 people. She was able to upsell like 4 or 5 of those people, so she was able to make a little bit more revenue. And then, you know, we're getting into that bigger month where she made 10 G's just with us in September. And I mean, it's the 12th of October and she's already made 3.1k, so it's looking like another 10 grand month with herself. After that, it's going to be, you know, November, we're going to double the ad spend, hopefully bring her in a 15 to 20k month in terms of the return. So, you know, that's the kind of return we're seeing. So we typically used to run on a percentage base, but we have a down payment of $750 for the first month. Typically we run on 3-month contracts, but I mean, we've scouted the area in LA, so we know it'll work. So the thing is, I'm happy to make it 30 days and then talk about something larger, you know, after 30 days, because then we can do something a little more long term. 3 months is really realistically what we do. So it would be $750 for the onboarding fee, down payment, just to, you know, pay our staff to kind of get ready, to get everything set up the ads and all that. And then after the 30 days, you pay an extra $750. So it's $1,500 over the course of the month. Typically we'll make you about 10 grand. Again, you have to put down $1,000 of ad spend yourself, because that's about $30 a day. So you're spending about 2.5 grand, making 10 grand just on that small little investment for a particular treatment. So, you know, 750 on day 1, 750 day 30. We talk, we renegotiate after day 30, and then maybe, you know, we're looking for clients that are willing to put down $100 a day on ads. So, you know, if you're putting $100 down on a day on ads, you could probably make an extra 25 grand that month. And of course, then we'll want a little bit more of that, because if we're not working on commission, I don't think 1,500 is fair enough for us to receive if we make you that much. But again, that's a conversation to have when we get to that stage. Hopefully that wasn't too much information.
No, I get these calls and emails pretty frequently. So what sort of guarantee, because a lot of them will say for the first month,
yeah, no, it's perfectly
on and whatever, but
yeah, it's in the agreement. Now the thing is, we're just so confident that we will do it for you, but we do actually have an agreement or a guarantee. If we don't make you at least 6 grand, you don't pay us that extra 750. And until we make you 6 grand, we work for you for free. So we're basically, until we get you to 6k, it's good riddance, or you can just get rid of us anyways. But I mean, $750 isn't really a lot of money. That if we don't make you that much money, I'm more than happy to refund that. But again, that's not even in the terms. But I mean, it is worth the gamble at that price at the same time. But yeah, we guarantee to make you at least 6 grand in the first month. 30, well, from the first month of when the ads start running. You know, of course, if there's something wrong with the card, or we don't get the time to onboard, and you sign the agreement, and then you're saying, okay, right from this point on where I signed this agreement, and you know, again, from the ads running, that's when we'll agree. But yeah, is that something you think you can kind of go ahead with?
Yeah.
Cool. Look, what really, the next steps are very simplistic. It would be a case of just finding a time to get you onboarded. You know, with Austin, he's my guy in terms of, you know, he basically sets up the Facebook ads. He would make sure your Facebook hasn't been kind of messed around with in the past. It would be a case of also seeing, you know, making sure your card doesn't get disconnected, or sometimes there's issues with cards, but of course that won't be a problem if you've never really ran ads in the past. I'll send you over well, to be honest, I'll just send you a PayPal invoice for this one, and then we can kind of write down like a reoccurring invoice for after 30 days for maybe a 3-month if we do move ahead with something larger, which more than likely will happen. I'll send you an agreement, get that signed on, and, you know, is there a time that kind of suits? Now, I'm not too sure about your availability today, but is there a time?
So maybe, I know you're on vacation, but would you possibly be free tomorrow to talk to him for a minute?
Your partner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, I mean, I do want all you guys kind of coming to an agreement. I don't want you kind of making a quick decision and sending you over something. But what I'll do is, it's a case of you both want to come to this agreement, or is it a case that you have to call the shots, or it's a 50-50 decision?
Well, it's like my thing mostly, but him and I kind of do everything together, and
Perfect.
he's, yeah, I just want to.
No rush. I think we can do that. What
Okay.
will I just drag this meeting over and then have it for 8 o'clock tomorrow? Or sorry, 8 o'clock my time, but 12 for you.
Probably do with the time difference, because I have to.
It's actually not a problem for me. I actually go to sleep really late and wake up really late because I'm jet lagged.
Okay. How about? I'll probably be back in like 1 our time tomorrow, which would be like 9 for you, though.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, what about if I push it like 1/2 for yourself? So
Sure.
there's a bit of a breathing room. Okay, what we'll do is that. What I'll do is that there. Now, is that the best mobile number to catch you on, or would you say it is a better number to use?
Be a better number. So that's kind of like our elite number. I'll give you my cell.
Do you use WhatsApp?
Yeah.
You know what? Let me grab your WhatsApp and I'll drop you a text right now, and then we can kind of talk over there. I'll send you over the agreement as well, so you can have a little bit. You can have it in writing.
Okay.
And I mean, there is a guarantee, like I said. So at worst, we run away with $750. Or you could just ring up the Body Sculpt LA or take a 20-minute drive and see what they're doing and get. I mean, we do have testimonials visible, and just have a look at our Instagram and you can see that we've worked with her. So I mean, not much risk, and that's why it's I think we can go ahead with this. But yeah, let me get your number right now.
Okay. It's plus.
I'm gonna text you because I'm not gonna text you on WhatsApp Business. I'm just gonna text you my personal. So it will actually come up as an Irish number. Yeah.
So I use Barca.
So now you know I'm not lying about being Irish. Here we go. You should have gotten a message right there.
Back a lot.
I'm actually going to see my mother well, actually, that's funny. I'm going to New York to see my mother. I'm not going to Ireland, but for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
She was born and raised there.
Oh, you celebrate Thanksgiving?
I mean, it's just another time to like see the family. It's not, it's nothing else in terms of. I mean, does anybody really celebrate Thanksgiving? Like if you're from the north, I don't really.
Yeah.
Think, it's just another day. It's like Christmas. I mean, Christmas is fun though, especially for the kids.
I mean, in Ireland, everything like shuts down, especially his family's in Dublin now, so that's where we go. But in
Nice.
Tullamore, like nobody works from a week before Christmas until a week after New Year's.
I'm sure you'd stand out in Tullamore with an American Cali accent or just an
Oh
American
my
accent in general.
God, like
In pubs, he's probably brought you to like an Irish bar a few times. Do you like Guinness?
I don't know.
Does he? He has to.
Yeah, but Irish people, like, it's a myth. You guys are actually terrible drinkers.
I'm a terrible. No, that is a myth. But the thing is, blood-wise, I have no Irish in me. I was just born and raised there.
They just drink a lot, but none of them can like actually handle their
But the
alcohol.
thing is, California people are crazy. You guys are next level.
Huh?
The California people are next level. Next level. You guys know how to party. You guys know how to party for sure. But yeah, I dropped you a text there.
Awesome.
Let's circulate this call tomorrow. Definitely bring a laptop so you and your partner can join.
Okay.
I mean,
Perfect.
Let's get this written down on paper. I'm right in saying that's the best email to send that agreement over with, or is there a better email as well?
You can send it to that one. That's fine.
Okay, awesome. Alicia, appreciate your time.